This right here is the MiScreen A4 Thermal Printing Screen Making device. Some of you guys might remember it from previous videos. I did unbox it and I did do a demonstration. For those of you guys that didn't see those videos and you want to check it out, I'll put a card right here. I think it's going to be... Anyway, this device enables you to burn screens in a non-traditional way as far as screen printing is concerned. There is a size limitation because it's an A4 size, MiScreen A4, right? So it does have size limitations as well as some other limitations that we'll get into. But for what this thing can do, I think that it's very, very powerful and very, very useful. And you can use it in a lot of different situations to stand out, not only stand out, but to make money on the go, or you know, just to make money at home, printing on different substrates like bags, t-shirts, pants, and stuff like that. Especially where this thing shines is if you want to do a one color design and you have multiple prints to do, this thing can really give you a good bang for the buck. And I'm gonna talk about some of the pros and the cons of the MiScreen and tell you about the software and things like that in this video. So let's talk about it. There are two ways to use this device. You can use it via an application for your desktop or your laptop, right? It's a MiScreen app that you can use and connect it from your computer USB right to the back right here, and you can use it that way. Or you can go to the App Store and download an app on your Android or on your iPhone device. And if you use a Silex router, that enables the MiScreen to receive a Wi-Fi wireless signal, and you can send stuff to print from your phone using the app that you can now download. And that's where I think this thing really shines. And I think I just want to demonstrate exactly what I mean. All right, let me show you. Now, to use the MiScreen to make a screen, you're going to need the frame that it comes with. You're going to need some 120 mesh that it comes with. And when you are squeegeeing something onto a substrate, it also comes with this little board. You're also going to need some double-sided sticky tape, which it comes with. So this is optional. You can use you know, just a regular table. You can use any type of flat device that you want to. Other than that, there's something else that is new to MiScreen that I'm going to show you guys in a little while that I think you're going to like. Alright, so let's grab our double-sided sticky tape and let's get ready to prepare our screen. We're going to take our double-sided sticky tape, pull it out the width of the screen up here, and go ahead and grab some scissors and just cut. And you can see it already sticking down. You want to put it right on the edge of that screen right there. Boom. Alright, get the other side. You want to get all four sides. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and put it down. Boom. And then trim. It's easier that way. Alright, and then one this way. Let me get you guys in frame there. One this way, like that. Trim that. Real easy to do. And then this way. Put that down. Alright. And trim that. And the next thing you do is get the other side of the double-sided sticky tape. You get all these ends up. So now I'm just going to grab the edge and try to nail off the top part of the double-sided sticky tape, because there's a protective piece of paper on here. Okay, so you get that up and you get the other four up, and then you can lay down your your screen. Alright, so there's two. Alright, got two more to go right here. This is not difficult at all. Anybody can do this following these directions. Alright, one more. Just make sure you're grabbing the paper and not the whole thing. Alright, so the next part is we're going to put down our screen. We got a shiny side and we got a matte side. The matte side is the side that has a feel to it, All right, it has like a feel to it, but you want to put the shiny side down and the matte side towards you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the top right here. Wait, attach it carefully. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect actually, you can just drop it on there, but you know, I haven't done this in a while, so there we go. Boom. Come around with this one and boom. Gonna try to give it a little tightness, you know what I mean? All right, so boom, perfect. There we go. We got a nicely made screen. If you have any kinks in it, you can just peel it up right here, take the kink out and lay it back down. All right, perfect. All right, now we got a nicely made screen for the MiScreen right here. You can hear that. And there's an arrow right here, and that arrow symbolizes where you feed it into your machine. There's an arrow right here at the top. All right, so you want to make sure you put everything on the side that doesn't have the arrow. This side has the arrow, this side does not have the arrow. All right, so simple enough, right? Nice and simple. Now open up your mind to the possibilities of what you can do with this, and just get those creative juices flowing, because they're going to be flowing in a second. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my phone, right, and I'm going to put it on portrait mode. I'm going to flip it towards me, and I'm going to take a picture, and I want you guys to remember the picture that I took. Okay, so I'm right here. Wait. Alright, I just took a picture in portrait mode. I'm going to have a look at my picture. This is my picture right here. You guys probably can't see it, but I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. And now, let's have some fun. Okay, so here's the MiScreen app right here in the background of my phone. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click up top where it says MiScreen, where it says, that's a universal picture of a photo. It's got like the little dot with the mountains. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to allow me to search through my phone. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the picture I just took, and it's gonna go ahead and bring in the picture. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and frame that up. Make it a little bit bigger. Alright. Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to adjust the image a little bit by clicking right next to the picture button right here. Boom. And I'm gonna black and white threshold right there. I'm going to kind of like play with that to see how I want it. Okay, you can dial it all the way up, or you can dial it back a little bit, like that. Alright, but I don't like threshold, so I'm going to go halftone. Alright, ooh, I like that a whole lot. So you can adjust the brightness if you want, right there. Alright, adjust the brightness, and I think I like that, so I'm going to press done. Alright, and that's the way our screen is going to burn. Alright, so the next step is to make sure your MiScreen is connected to your Silex and your modem, and let me show you guys how to do that real fast. Alright guys, now this is what I was talking about when I mentioned the Silex modem. This is Silex modem, and the modem, I have the MiScreen's USB connected to it, and on the back of the modem I have my Ethernet cable, and the Ethernet cable is running into my wireless router right here, and this is just plugged into the wall. The Silex cable's electric power is plugged into the wall. Ethernet cable running from the Silex into my wireless modem, and now the USB from the Silex modem is going to plug into the back of my MiScreen, right? And this is making it wireless. I got a video showing you how to make it, use it regular with your computer via just USB cable. Now this is different. So now I'm going to take the power cable for the MiScreen, and I'm going to plug it into the back of the MiScreen right here. All right, hope you guys see that. And now I can turn my MiScreen on. When I turn my MiScreen on, the power is going to come on right here. Flick the switch, power comes on, and we're going to wait till it heats up. All right, so I'm just waiting for a little while, and then we're going to burn our screen. I'm going to show you how easy this is. 30 seconds. It's going to be amazing using my phone. Watch this. All right, so now that we've confirmed that our MiScreen is connected via the app on our PC, we know that we can send signal from the cell phone to the MiScreen. Got our screen prepared. Now is where the fun starts. I'm going to go back into the MiScreen app right here on the phone. Hold on real fast. Let me get to it. Open that up. And there's that picture of me right here that we created. I'm going to go ahead and click on the upper right hand corner with the printer. Alright, click that. It says loading status. I'm going to go ahead and click up top. Alright, reset that right there. Boom. Loading status. One moment. Hold on. So your cellular device, right now my camera is connected to my phone, but your cellular device has to be connected to the same modem that the Silex is on, so that's why it wasn't recognizing it. So now I connected my cell phone back to my Wi-Fi instead of my camera to my cell phone. Alright, so now I'm going to go back into the application right here, and MiScreen available. That's different, we didn't have that before. So now I'm going to click on it, loading status, and then drum rolls please, and then 2 hours later. Alright, so now everything is up to par. We see right here it says connected to the machine, firmware is up to date. Alright, I'm gonna blur out the serial number, the heat temperature is fine. Now I can go ahead and hit transfer image, and when I hit transfer image, this is what you see on the screen. Processing images, send to machine. Now it says ready for screen making. Okay, so you see the instructions right there on the screen on exactly how to make the screen right there on the MiScreen. 30 seconds or less. Let's do it, guys. We're gonna put the arrow in this way, and these little grooves right here is gonna lock onto these holes right here. You're gonna sit it there, then you're gonna press down lightly. One thing I didn't mention is when making your screen, make sure your screen does not cover any of these holes right here. There's 3 holes, one right here, and there's a wide hole right here. Make sure none of your screen covers any of those holes. So you want to go tight against the frame. Alright, so now I'm going to put my screen in here. I'm going to lock down on these 2 holes right here. The hole just holds it in place. I'm going to push down with my hand, and you count down. Alright, you guys counting? Let me know how long it takes to make this screen right here. Alright, keep count. Rewind if you need to. Alright, here we go. Screen done. Alright, now I want you guys to look at this picture right here. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try to get you guys the detail. You guys see? I don't know if you guys can see the detail right here. You guys see my face. You guys see the thumbs up. You guys see all that detail. So much detail on that face with halftones. But now there's only one thing left to do. That's go ahead and get some ink and put this onto something. Alright, so now we got our screen ready. We're ready to drop this onto something, put a little bit of ink on there and squeegee it down, but something's not quite right here. Even though the system does work just like this, it does work. You can put it on something with no off contact and just squeegee it down, and it works just fine. But in the last video when I demonstrated the MiScreen, a lot of people were concerned with the fact that this is a little bit flimsy. Well, it's a lot of bit flimsy, right? Even though my picture's on there, it looks good. It's a lot of bit flimsy. So, guys, what we have now, metal brackets, all right? So I'm gonna take these off. You hear how heavy duty this is? Hear the heavy dutiness? Boom. Take this off right here. Let me show you guys the easiest way that I've found to use this thing. All right, so this is the main part of the frame, the bottom part that curves up. It has little lips right here, and this part right here is kind of flat, and it sits inside of there. This is the easiest way I've found to do it. Remove the side that curves up, all right? Grab your image with your screen on it, right? Face it down on here, Just line it up the way you're going to use it. Line it up the best way you can. Then grab the top part and just go ahead and sink it right on there. It has the lips to guide it to where it's supposed to go. I'm going to take the top part, I'm going to bring it up right here, and I'm going to lock this in place. Alright? I'm going to try to lock this in place in a nice position. Alright? Now, I'm going to grab my side, and I'm going to go ahead and lock that in place. Alright? There we go. Alright? I'm going to grab my other side, and I'm going to lock that right into place. Now you can see what the system did was added a little bit more tension on there, so it's good for a couple extra squeegees, and it's nice and durable. And maybe you might have a little bit tiny bit of, no, you don't have any off contact, I'm lying, but anyway, in any event, this is significantly more durable than we first started off with that flimsy screen. We got no flimsy anymore, and we got a little bit more tension on that screen right there. So I'm ready to print. So now we are ready to make this happen. I got my screen ready to be used. A few more things we're gonna need. I got a t-shirt right here. I'm gonna put it right on top of this board because we're gonna do this right here. Doesn't matter, you can do it anywhere, on your desk, anything. Few things we're gonna need. We're gonna need some gloves, because screen printing ink gets everywhere. It's messy. And then we're gonna need a heat gun to cure the ink. All right. Always keep some paper towel handy, because, like I said, screen printing is messy. The ink always gets somewhere. All right. We're gonna need a squeegee, right? Of course, we got our screen, and we're gonna need some ink with something to take our ink out of the container and put it onto our screen. All right. And I think that's about it. Currently, right now, I am 3D printing a squeegee holder so I can sit this up, because after you use it, when I'm screen printing, after I use it, I never know what to do with this. So I want something to sit it in so it can just sit like this, you know. So I'm 3D printing a squeegee holder. That's a good part about having a 3D printer. If you find something that you need that doesn't exist, which they do, but I'm just making mine because I don't have one on hand, obviously. You could use something else to lean it up against, but I'm just 3D printing mine. It's almost done. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start this process. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put my gloves on right now, because I know I gotta take off the top of this ink. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and place my screen on top of my shirt where I want to put it, where I want to print at. Alright, so I'm just gonna sit it right there. Nowhere in particular, nothing special, just sitting it right there, you know, getting it ready. Alright, on both sides. Yep, this is where I want it. Place it right here. Alright. Nice. Trying to make sure it's center on the fly. I know what device I want next. You guys probably already know. Now I'm gonna take my ink and I'm gonna sit it on this paper towel right here, and I'm just gonna open it, pry the top open. I'm gonna use the edge of this. I don't have a paint thing. You can use those, grab those from Home Depot, but this is ink, but you can still use the paint remover, the metal tools. I have a bunch of them, I just don't know where they're at right now. So just use this right here, boom. And look, already got a little bit of ink on the gloves. And I'm just gonna grab some ink, all right, a little bit of ink. And this ink is nice and creamy. Don't play with your food. So I'm just gonna put some of this on the top of the screen. Just grab a glob of it. This is good enough. That's actually too much. Just a little small amount. This amount right here will do. Got my ink that I prepared. I'm just gonna put some right here on the top of the screen, right here. All right. As you can see, this stuff does get messy, and I'm gonna have to clean that screen. I should have taped off the edges, but that's okay. This is just demonstration purposes, and I'll clean it up later. All right, just for demonstration purposes. But screen printers, you always see them tape the edge of their screens and stuff like that so that ink does not get on it. Alright, so now I got that on the screen like that. So I'm just going to come down with my squeegee and print this. Alright, nice pressure. I'm holding it with one hand. I'm just going to come down and clear my screen. Boom, just like that. Alright, and that's it. And like I said, I never know what to do with this after I'm done. But I'm just going to flip it like this and sit and lean it up against my ink container, and let's lift up and see what we got. Alright, let's see what we got, guys. Wow. Check that out. Check that out. That image looks crazy. Nice and vibrant. Now that we've used the screen, you can see the image nicely on the screen right there. The ink just filled it in. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my heat gun, turn it on, and I'm just going to cure my ink just like this. Keep on moving it because the heat guns get really hot and they will burn the shirt or catch something on fire. So I'm just going to go across like this, nice and slowly like that. And I'm loving the way this thing came out already. I'm just touching my image a little bit just to see how we are looking. It's still a little sticky, but I'm gonna show it to you guys, and you guys can let me know how we did. There's our image right there that we put on the shirt. What do you guys think in the comments down below? I think for a little small machine, it did amazing, and I'll be doing more videos of what this thing can do and showing some more creative ideas and things like that. I'm anxious to use it even more. I love the fact that they put this metal bracket on it, and the possibilities now are endless because I can use it on my screen printer over there, and it's definitely gonna be something that comes in handy for customer orders. I can see how I can use it really easy. And another thing that you guys might have saw like a year or so ago is I have a bigger version of this in the back of the studio. They can do large size prints. So yeah, but this is pretty dope right here. I'm gonna stretch this out just a little bit and dry it a little bit more, but so far I like it. Yeah, let me dry it a little bit more. All right, see you later.